Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping Up with China. Today we're back with another video. If you're new, welcome. I cracked myself up. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. My name is China. I go by China. In this channel I do a little bit about everything locks, nursing, stuttering, lost lifestyles, and blogs. I do a little bit of everything, you guys. So I'm going to be talking about should you work, you know, as a, you know, when you are in nursing school, like, if you should work, and also, you know, if working as a CNA, if that also, you know, helps, you know, before you become an RN. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to start off with, should you work while you're in nursing school? I'm gonna speak about my experience because, you know, I can only speak about my experience. And what I, you know, some people told me that, you know, I remember on the first day of orientation, they was like, you know, once you start nursing school, you don't have a life, you're not gonna be able to work, blah blah blah. When I tell you guys, they scared us so bad. Like, there was like, you cannot have a job, you're not gonna have a you know, a life outside of nursing school, blah 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 blah. And I feel like that was just trying, you know, they were trying to get us ready for it, you know, for how hard it was gonna be. Honestly, I would say that it's not true. Like, you can still have a life, you can still do things and still be in nursing school and succeed, because I didn't, you know. I'm not gonna say I'm the smartest girl out there. I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm brilliant, or I have, like, you know, I really don't, you guys. But I just, what I do is I just always make sure that I manage my time, you know, to the best of my ability. I always make sure I you know, make sure I manage my time. What I used to do is that, you know, I always plan like a month ahead. You know, I look at, you know, before each month start, or at the beginning of the month, I write down all my assignments that I have due, and, you know, their deadlines. I write everything down when I had to work, because I did work while I was in nursing school. When I have to work, all that stuff, I wrote it down in my planner, so I could just, you know ahead of time what I'm gonna be doing. And, you know, each week, you know, if there's things that just pops up and stuff like that, I can tweak it a little bit. But but in general, I kind of already have an overview of how my month would look like, you know. That's very, very important. Like, if you don't have a planner, if you don't have something to write down your, you know, your schedules and what you have to do, your to-do list and stuff like that, you will not succeed in nursing school. That I tell you. Or you'll just be doing stuff and be drowning because you don't have a sense of direction, and you don't have like a list of things that, you know, like a planner, you know, a planner that helps guiding you throughout the, you know, the weeks and stuff. But anyways, I did work. What I did was, I wouldn't advise you to have a full-time job. No, because nursing is a full-time job, you guys. It's full-time. So I mean, for my program, it was a 4-year program, 2-year prerequisites, 2 years in nursing school. It was full-time. I had like, sometimes I had like 12 credits, sometimes I even had 15 credits and stuff like that. And, you know, those classes add up. It's like 5 classes sometimes, you know. So it really was a lot. It was like full-time school. But I wouldn't advise, you know, if that's your only option and you have to work full-time, then more power to you. Like, just know that you're not gonna have a life, you know. But with me, I work part-time. I did work study. Work studies where your financial aid, like they give you free money. Well, it's not really free because you're working for it. They give you money in your financial aid packet, and you have to actually work for that amount, for that specific amount that they have on your financial aid. Like for me, I work 2 places. I work at a praying lab at my school, where I work like, I believe like 4 hours a day, and like I think I have most 4 days a week. So like I work like 14 hours, oh my god, I can't do math, like 16 hours a week. And you guys, that's very doable. Just 4 hours a day, you know, that's pretty good. You know, like it's not too much, and I still have time to study. And also that job, they actually allowed me to study and stuff also, like when it's not too busy, they actually allowed me to study. So that was very, very helpful. And then my other job was at the library, where I was like an assistant or slash clerk or whatever you want to call it. That also helped me to study also. They actually allowed you to study, and because they knew that, you know, I'm in nursing school and I have to study, so they actually helped, you know, it, like they don't really make a big deal make a big deal out of it. If they do see you study, they don't really mind, as long as you're doing the job and you're not just there studying and not really paying attention to the students that need help. If you are going to work, make sure it's a job that's very lenient, that's really that can accommodate with, you know, with your situation, you know, with school and all that stuff. And you guys, when I tell you guys, because of those jobs and stuff like that, I saved up. You know, I remember the first month, I mean the first semester or two, I had like a few $100s left over that I had to pay out of pocket, but because I had this job, I was able to pay them and stuff like that. Like I believe it was like $200 or something like that, but it wasn't a lot. But still, you know, I'm the one who had to put myself through school. So my dad was out, you know, is out the picture, and my mom was the only one struggling to, you know, pay all the bills and stuff. Like she couldn't be able to, you know, to help me put me through school. So I had to make sure that I had a plan. I had to make sure that, you know, each semester I have enough to cover everything, because I was not going to take out no loans. Sorry guys, my sister is crying in the back. I know some people, they have to work because, you know, if you have kids, you're a single mom or whatever, so you have to work, and that's totally understandable. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, and just make sure that you have a good schedule. Like you have to stick to your schedule. If it's, you know, like make sure okay, even if you have like a monthly schedule, make sure you have a weekly schedule. Make sure you have a daily schedule to, like, you know, plan out your days and your to-do list. Make sure you know from this time to this time I'm gonna be studying, from this time to this time I'm gonna be working, from this time to this time it's just me time. You know, like you have to make sure you have a to-do list, you know, a planner that helps you prioritize. You know, you gotta also, that's another thing too, you have to learn how to prioritize. You know, do you want to study, or do you want to go to this party? Because, you know, a lot of, like, I actually ran into a lot of those things where, like, you know, I had to pick between studying or a party that, you know, the frats are having, or, you know, like you gotta really prioritize what you want to do with your time, because that's very, very important. With me, I was strict with my schedule, but sometimes I would just, you know, live it up a little bit. You know, like if, you know, for example, if I had a test and I passed the test and whatever, then, you know, the next day I'm having a little fun just to celebrate, you know, everything that I've, you know, accomplished. Because, you know, yeah, it's good to, you know, work hard, study and all that stuff, but it's also good to actually reward yourself and take a time off and just not think about nursing and just do other things that you like, because it's not just about studying. I know people who's just studying nonstop, and me, I cannot function like that. I need a break. I need time to refresh. I need time for myself to regroup and stuff like that. So, like, I would, like, you know, with nursing school, me and my friends, we would still have time to, you know, have fun, go out, you know, take trips and stuff. We would do all of that, you know, while going through the nursing school, passing all of our classes. Make sure you're passing too. Don't just be going through nursing school not passing. Make sure you're passing all your classes, you know, and actually getting things done. You guys, like, make sure everything is good in order for you to be like, okay, I can, you know, I can do this, you know, I can travel a little bit, I can do this and that. You know, you just got to make sure that, you know, you're good and that you have a really good time management, and also learn how to prioritize, because that's very important. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the CNA video in another video, because I think that's gonna take a little too long for me to talk about. So I'll probably do like a part 2 to this video, where like I will talk about if I think that, you know, you should work as a CNA before becoming a nurse, or while you're in nursing school, whatever like that. I will do a separate video on that because I don't want this video to be like 15-20 minutes long, because I feel like that's where it's going. So I'm just gonna stop right here. Anyways, guys, that's about it. If you guys have any questions or comments down below, please leave them down below. I don't know, that's it. Make sure you check out my last video of I made a video about my hair and the different hairstyles. This was actually the last style I had, so I just left it in because I'm like, oh, it's cute, let me just, you know. Yeah, you guys, so check out that video, and thank you guys so much again. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.